why to sacrifice both or the majority of the people when you can have both? Good day, mates. This is Aki 134. This is Final Fantasy X Remastered Part 2, and we're going strong. The force is strong with us. Yeah. Woohoo! Taking water polo to a whole new level. Nice. Well, if you want to go here, there is a moon crest in a chest. You might need it in order to take celestial weapons a lot later on in the story. Moon crest. Yes. I will not go that far. I'm gonna mainly play the story, and I will let the fine little details for you to figure out. You know, I don't want to spoil everything. Yeah!
Things were starting to look
Up! In case you're wondering about the new mask, it's from DC, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. It's not from Rorschach or anything like that, because I can see in the little screen here that it looks like that, but no, it's not. This is Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Superman.
I got too close to sin, and my head's all foggy like.
Your head was always foggy, dude. Come on. Nah, man, don't let it get again. Back to practice. Waka 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 waka. Dude, I'm always hungry. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always hungry.
I felt like I could trust this Walker, so I just had to ask. Now, it's true Zanarkand was destroyed like 1,000 years ago, so it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spirit. Big cities with machines to run on. People played all day, let that machine do the work. And then, well,
Take a look.
destroyed the machine cities. Zanarkand along with them. That was about 1,000 years ago, just like you said. If you ask me, sins are punishment for letting
Yeah.
things get out of hand.
Yeah, because there has never been another call to spread false information, right? I'm not speaking about religion, I'm speaking about cults. There's a difference.
It was just as Riku said. Walker and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
The youth from the Zanarkand days, that was a good one, huh? Yeah, I'm not saying that team never existed, huh? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that, they're pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact
Yeah! Oh boy, you have no idea how better that team was compared to yours.
maybe if I could find Sigma.
It's funny because most people
For now, I just live life until that time came.
judge based on looks or what they think makes you soft. Yet sometimes this kind of ideology could be very deceiving, causing a lot of trouble. Okay, you can go to these guys and talk to them. They will give you different items and money, some of them. I'm not gonna waste the time. Wait. Smack that ass! Smack that on the floor. Smack that. Ooh, nice. Geronimo!
What's the big idea?
That's the thing, man. He never had an idea. Nor he ever will. Okay, keep in mind there are chests in the floor of the lake. You can descend down pressing O. Oh, let's go. Piranhas. It's funny because piranhas in real life, at least based on what I know so far, they don't just attack flat out on people. They're mostly defensive, despite what many people might think. Mostly based on movies and so forth. Usually they're scavengers. They attack on dead other animals. If you're alive, there are cases that they will try to avoid you unless you're provoking them too much and enter on their territory. Or especially if they're mating season. There actually, if I recall correctly, a video about all that. No, there are many videos. There is one dude, if I recall correctly, that was in a pool with a few piranhas, and when he was getting close to them, slowly, of course, they were backing away from him. Now, if you try to close the distance faster than he did, that most likely would have turned really badly. There's another chest. Now, they don't have all that good chest in the beginning. You have to admit though, the landscapes, they are really beautiful. Again, it's a very good game. They could have improved their graphics a lot more since technology moved on a lot more compared to when it first came out at PlayStation 2. So it was a real shame, and they lost a very good opportunity to enhance that game even more, which I am really sad, because many companies tend to do that lately. I don't know why. They have so much potential and yet they let it go. Granted though, I don't know what's happening on the inside. There might be some problems that we are not aware of, so I cannot judge too harshly on them, of course. The good thing though is that there are many fans that made modes for this kind of stuff. You want me to join your team? Well, guy seems like he went straight out of either Miami or Hawaii. I am very impressed by his hair though. Especially that antenna he has, you can see that. It never falls down, not in the water, not when he gets out of the water. I don't know what kind of gel he used, but dude, I want that too. as long as they don't make you bald later on in your life.
So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my
Oh man, I really wish jobs were coming that easily in real life as well.
that first match last year was my big chance. Something else was on my mind. Couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey.
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
Especially in countries like mine, Greece.
We give it our all. I can walk away.
No. If I say what's our goal, you
Victory!
say victory. When you play in a blitzball tournament,
You play to win.
win.
Last time I checked, that's always games how it works.
You serious?
Imagine how bad his team can be in order to say, are you serious? Damn it, man, really? Oh, I feel bad for them. The one from the Poseidon! Who are they? Keep in mind that there are some characters that in order to know their story, you have to go and talk to them. There's no need to do that. You can only do that for get a better understanding of the story of the character's story and how they develop over the game. For example, these two guys that we just met, how should I say this without spoilers? Let's just say the older one know how it is when it comes to fighting for your life. The other one doesn't, the one who is younger. And when he learns of it, his entire point of view changes drastically, which I think it's a very good thing in order to show to younger generations that sometimes what we see or hear in the stories is not as good or as, you know, noble as it sounds or as it looks. Sometimes you have to get your hands dirty, things don't work out as you expected, they don't go as planned. I think that's a good thing with these kind of games because they don't only provide you with entertainment, some of this helps you to use your brains to form tactics. They also teach you some valuable life lessons, which is a good thing if you ask me. And I think that's one of the things that the last year games have actually, let's say, just blinded. They don't pay too close attention in the story. They constantly contradict with the older games. It's like they try to ride the bandwagon of success of the older franchises, which is quite sad. And that's why some games like Elder Rings and so forth have so much success, because they follow the old formula. As a result, they differentiate themselves from the majority of the other games. And I think it's really sad because some of the games that lately have come out, they do have the potential to stand on their own, but instead they forcefully throw them in older franchises. And that's why they don't work, because they come in contradiction with the older games. And I think TV shows and movies tend to do that as well lately.
The Crusaders are sworn to battle sin.
You don't have to go.
Throughout spirit, except for one
Keep in mind, there's a book,
the
as you can see. I'm gonna show you later on. It's an old fed, don't forget to take it. Anyway, if any of you big companies you hear me, I'm not judging you. I'm just giving you ideas as to what you can do. There's no need to uh, try to use older franchises. You can create your own. You just need a title, technically. Now, I'm not gonna get a lot of hate for what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna give you an example. Resident Evil, for example. It was about murder mysteries that we didn't know what happened, and we found out there was experiment in Arklay Mountains, and there were outbreaks. Yeah, okay, that's very good. Here, there's an old bed. Don't forget to take it. There's a very good story here with the outbreaks and so forth. You don't actually need to change much about this. You don't actually need to put vampires and werewolves and these kind of games. I mean, yeah, sure, they're evolved. Their cells evolve over time with the viruses, but there's a limit, and you went way past that. You went straight to supernatural level. So instead of just following in the franchise of, you have simply used a supernatural, let's say, title. Many people wanted a supernatural game. Okay, you could have used a standalone series. You actually could have used many series of games using a supernatural title. Many people wanted to see the Winchester brothers and so forth. You could have also take the respective actors and put them as voice actors, and believe me, it would have a huge success. However, now you have divided the fans 80% against 20%. The 80% who are very huge fans of the rest of the franchise, and they admit that it's not the same franchise anymore. Against the 20% who don't care, they'll just play anything, which is not a bad thing, of course, right? But you can sacrifice. Why to sacrifice both or the majority of the people when you can have both? I will most probably demonetize because I offered an idea that goes against the narrative, or not the narrative, the new social norms. But someone had to say that. Really, it's a shame. It's really a shame. So many potential on so many levels and so many things, and we just throw them away. That's all I had to say. And if you don't believe me, okay, sure, don't believe me. However, you can actually see how much of success was the Resident Evil 2 Remastered remake compared to the newer games. A lot more success, despite the fact that they tried to hide it in order to promote the newer franchise games. And you can see the reaction of the people who played Resident Evil 3 remake, who are actually pretty annoyed by the fact that they got so many content that they could have used about the game to make it more enjoyable. Don't see it as a judgment. See it as an advice and as a plea from a huge gaming, geek fan in general. of pop culture, of games and so forth. Why can't we all just let me put it simple. Why can't we all just live together? By the time we can actually do that, and we have to force some people out. Come on, come on, man, really. Anyway, sorry for my ranting. I know it might have been a little bit annoying. That's why uh, I can't say anymore, really. I can only say sorry for my ranting. It's just that
Is something wrong?
we're losing so many things for no reason at all. And I will be really happy if we just, at the very least, try to preserve our older, simpler, fonder memories compared to how the world has become. We need
So someone is in there
hope,
somewhere.
and as cringy and as cheesy as might sound,
Is it particularly
games, comic heroes, movie heroes, and so forth helps as much as real life people who actually are willing to help.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if
And
this
by
dies?
undermining them, we are not
Like I care.
doing anything good, we're not helping the people anymore. We're just driving them
This wasn't such a good idea after all.
more down the rabbit hole. Anyway, I apologize for my ranting. We will go straight to game again. I will try to avoid criticism, that kind of criticism, as much as I can from now on. Come on, take it. Okay, here's the thing. One thing that you have to keep in mind about these things is that you can fulfill the whole thing without much of without taking the extra items. However, if you don't take them, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot go to a temple later on and get one of the best summons that there are in Final Fantasy series. So I would advise you to see that video entirely in order to get all the necessary items to unleash from the Badge Temple a certain summon. In the later cluster trials, which this is how it's called, what I'm doing right now, I will increase the speed in order to not waste any time, but this one I won't bother by it because it's very small actually. Hello. Okay. And here's the thing. This chest, this chest from the clusters, you need them. Trust me. You will get one of the best summons. I repeat it again and again because it's very good actually. And as you can see, they're also offering some good things that you can use later on. I'm gonna fast forward it.
See this?
I can't see anything.
Ready?
never seen anything like it in my life. Sure, it was a little scary, but still, I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
Yeah, I wonder why. Ah,
I remember that night
spoilers!
for the first time. I didn't
The
know
reason
then,
why.
but after that night, everything
Advice:
changed
if you don't hear a spoiler right now, mute it.
for me.
I will do a thumb up in order to show that spoilers stopped. The reason why you feel familiar to it is because technically he's an Aeon, a dream as well, dream of the faith. That's why he feels familiarity, and that's why I said before that he hasn't time traveled.
Hi guys. So what's our goal?
Screw that! This will win!
Our new goal is victory. To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island. That's all we need to do to win. Easy, huh?
Shout out to a great friend of mine who actually always used to make fun of that game. Sadly, we're not talking anymore. A girl caused us to cause she rift. She actually causes problems in the whole gang, and we split up. But still, he was a great friend, and I want to shout out to him. That part! Stay away from the summoner! He was always so good at mimicking that scream. That specific line. Oh, nostalgia at its finest. Shame, really shame. He was a good kid,
Wasn't I not supposed to guess
good company. A girl broke up the entire gang. Then a couple of other idiots caused us problems, and each of us went on their own way.
She's cute, huh? Cool.
Hey, but what if she, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
I, I'm so idiot. I'm such an idiot. I just answered based on my own preference instead of the character. Alright. Cheers, mate. Cheers. It's gonna increase my defense and offense. And now I'm gonna attack. Gonna attack. And here comes the overdrive. My turn. Oh! Ho, ho, ho.
That's enough.
And an overkill of that. Dude, fuck. Dude, F you, I destroyed you.
What's with that guy? That's not what I meant.
Sometimes we don't understand it either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway.
I'm really disappointed in graphics. I will say this many times like that.
Since I was a child.
They could have worked a miracle work in that game, and they let it go to waste. Really bad idea. I hope if they make Final Fantasy X Part 3 to fix the graphics, obviously, and use real actor, real face actor timing. How, I don't know how exactly it's called. Yeah! You press the L1 or LB in order to change characters. And now we're going for summon. Now, here's the thing. What am I gonna do? What I'm doing here is conserving, it's boosting my overdrive to that ion, and I'm using it in an opponent what I'll show you in the later video called Utsu. Here's the thing. The Sonic Wings, you can see in the hill what it's doing. Boost, again, you can see in the hill what it's doing. And Sealed, again. I don't want to waste your time. And this is where we're gonna left it off. I apologize for the sudden stop that I gave in that game, but I just got a message about something that happened at work. I apologize if I cut the video short. I covered though a little bit of its time. During the end of the beginning of the intro, the journey is about to begin when we get on the boat. So I also think it's a good time to stop it as well. Although I want to show you one boss battle later on, but it's pretty close. I just received a mail about a certain work that I had to go due to some problems. So I apologize for that, but still I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't bore you enough to sleep, or if you need to sleep, I'm happy that I managed to bore you enough to sleep, if that actually helped you. So with all that said, I wish you to have a good day, goodbye, and don't forget to have fun. Bye.